Hi, welcome back and welcome in for those of you who are just joining for the first time. In this video, I'm going to talk about how I move into my inner sanctuary in order to begin a painting. And this is a key part of my artistic practice and my artistic process. And specifically, as this month I'm focusing on my painting Light of Healing, I'm going to share with you the tools that I used and that I invite you to cultivate and create in your own creative practice. And these are the tools that I use to build my to create the painting. This is the process and the practice that I use to come to center prior to painting. So first thing I found was this sacred box. And I had picked this up in a thrift store, and it really spoke to me. There's a beautiful, there's beautiful elephant carvings in this. And the box is fantastic. So inside of this box, I gathered very many precious things to me, things that made me feel safe and that I loved. And the first thing is I had this beautiful card. There's an owl on it, which I love owls. And my husband had given me this card. And in this card, there's a beautiful message. And basically, it told me that when I'm feeling low, that I can refuel from his supply of I got this. So I needed that when I was starting this giant painting. The other things that I had were other elements from my family that were meaningful to me as well. And I'm sharing with all you these things first. My daughter, McKenna, had given me this beautiful little Buddha statue. And I had a card from my other daughter, Madeline. It was a birthday card, but basically the message in here was her thanking me for believing in her and supporting her in her decisions. And that's been something it's been so important to me as her mother, as all of their mothers, to support them and to let them know that I trust them. So I keep this in here. And then my other daughter, Rebecca, when she was working for me the first summer I was here, she was cutting out soul collage cards, images for soul collage, and had come up with this beautiful little, I like to think of it as a mother and a daughter owl. I have no idea. And she gave this to me. And I just knew when she was cutting it, she was thinking of me. And she also gave me this dog that was wearing glasses, super cute. So these were things that really felt important to me. Oh, and I also had a guitar pick from Rebecca. The other thing that I had in this box, so I would set these around, is I have this, I don't know what this is called, but it was my mother's. And I would create a tone here by, using the ball on these to set the scene. So this was part of my box. And this feather, a friend of mine gave me when I first started painting. And so I would pull this out. I think this is I don't remember if this is a hawk feather or an owl feather. She had found it on the road in Oregon. And I have this sacred altar spray that I had bought from a store downtown, and I would spray this on my space. And then I also had the Queen anointing oil, and I would use this in special pulse points. So I would just put this here on my chest and at my heart. To anoint myself with the knowing that I had this, that I could do this. So a lot of my elements here from my sanctuary in the process of beginning to paint, I needed to reassure me that I was going to be able to do it, because it's strange. It's just paint, right? But it feels so much heavier and bigger than that when you're faced with an empty canvas, and the fear that can overcome. And what these elements did for me was provided me with that support. So having them was really important to me. And I would light a candle, this candle called Catalyst, and I would light the candle with these beautiful matches. The lights would be down, not like they are now. I would pull all of my beautiful elements out. I would have some music playing. I have a playlist called Theta Waves, and I would let that drop in into me. It would be dark. I'd have the curtains closed and the lights down, pull everything out, set the scene with the tone of this, and listen to music, and then to tune in and pray. The last thing, another thing that I would do is, I want to say the last thing because I haven't talked about this yet, is use this paintbrush, this giant paintbrush. This is a wonderful paintbrush. It's a Princeton flat 24, and I paint really big. So, but use this to encircle the space around me with love and light, to bless the space before I started. So, lights down, music on, candle lit, my beautiful things laid out in front of me, anointed, sprayed, paintbrush, set the tone, draw, dance, and wait for the inspiration. I find that I must go into a state of peace before I can paint. There's a big difference when I've created a painting from a place of love and peace. So that is the key for me in my artistic process and my creative process. And that really is the difference between a piece that comes out beautifully and easily and a piece that I really struggle and strive with. So cultivating that inner sanctuary, this is how I do it before I work. Not every single time, but some variation thereof, it really helps. I hope this has helped you, and maybe you can let me know if there's a special practice or a thing that you go to in your creativity that helps you move through. See you next time.